Who is Hakeem Valles, and why should you pay attention to him on the final day of the NFL draft? The 6'4", 242-pound football player from Monmouth is the fastest tight end in this class, running 40s in the high 4.5s, low 4.6s. He's also had workouts with nearly 24 teams, although I hear some of them don't even have more than his name in its system. If visions of fellow Monmouth alum Miles Austin and UMass's Victor Cruz are dancing in your head, but in a hybrid tight end frame, then you may be closer to having a good idea about Valles than you think. I'm Matt Waldman, and welcome to the RSP Boiler Room. The Boiler Room is a series featuring analysis that I would hypothetically share with NFL decision makers if they asked me to find a handful of plays that illustrates the talent, skills, limitations, or developmental potential of an NFL prospect. Today I'm presenting selected plays from Hakeem Valles' portfolio of work that will reveal athletic ability and receiving skills that should stand out to a savvy NFL personnel department. Here's an example of decent speed and skill to track the ball over his shoulder comfortably on this play action sail route. Note the cornerback unable to close enough for Valles to score. Here's another play action route, and it's a crosser, which shows that really we're looking at speed here, but also nice concentration to catch and keep his feet in bounds. Here's Valles on the right side of the line. We're going to watch this stem, maintaining the stem to the outside and then making a quick break to the inside and then the diving catch. Let's see it one more time. And when he runs this stem, just see the discipline that he has to stay upfield and to keep that track towards the outside before really making that quick break, and that's what fools the defender just enough to make the catch. It's a very efficient route. We're going to see another route here with Valles on the left and work up the seam and make a nice adjustment again with that safety. Let's see it one more time. Note the play action, and also note his ability to work outside to bait this defender and then work back inside and fool him with a nice quickness and just a disciplined line. Let's see it one more time. He's going to take a couple of steps to the outside to bait this outside defender and then work straight up field. And it's a nice little disciplined, efficient route and good adjustment even with the safety there. This is one of my favorite plays with Valles working upfield to make the catch and take a hit, because you want to see that from a tight end. Can he take physical contact? We're going to see it one more time from this angle. Nice adjustment, turn, hit from the safety. It's exactly what you want to see. Now one more time, look at the ability to kind of work that defender in zone with a little bit of a juke and then a turn and catch. Now this is the type of thing that's going to happen in the NFL if you work up the seam, and he handles it very well with full extension, knowing the hit's coming. Now let's look at some blocking. He's on the right side, and watch him use his hips on this play a couple of times here, where he gets his hands into the right spot and he drives upward and that body uncoils a little bit. He's getting some power behind these blocks. He's not a real big guy, so he's not going to be great at this in the NFL right off the bat, but you see some of the technique and form that you want from a blocker. He's only going to get better. This is where you're going to see Valles do more of his work out in space as a stock blocker. So in this case, he's up at the top right here of the screen, and he's going to work outside, be patient, and then deliver the push and use his feet to drive the man off the ball. You're also going to see Valles turn defenders inside like this, and he uses his legs well, uses his hips, gets a solid punch. You're going to see it one more time, and then just force that man into the side. That's probably a more common block we're going to see early on. What I like most right now is Valles' patience. Watch him go from left to right in motion, come out to the flat, take a patient approach to that defender, and then push him outside. Watch it again, because this is something that he's going to do on a regular basis early on in the league in the NFL because of his size. Makes him a good H-back prospect already. If I had a chance to see Hakeem Valles before the draft, he probably would have rated number 6 overall in my publication based on the scores that I have for him after scouting some of his games. He's a quick, fast tight end. Catches the ball extremely well with his hands, either high, low, or away from his frame. He can take the hit and still come down with the football. He's not afraid to go over the middle. He's got good speed that is going to stretch the field for you. He's just going to have to get better at some of the routes underneath so that he can be a more nuanced of a player against good cover linebackers or safeties. And he already blocks pretty well in space. He's patient. He waits for the defender to come to him. Once he gets to a close enough spot, he can deliver with his hands. He uses his hips to deliver a punch. I like what I see. He's a developmental player who I think in the 6th, 7th round could develop fast enough to become a starter and play for quite a while. And I think there's some teams who feel the same way about him. And I think it just takes one team to like this guy, and he could wind up being a player that is on the field for the next 8, 10, 12 years if everything works out well. Keep that in mind today if you hear his name in drafts. I'm Matt Waldman. Thanks again for watching the RSP Boiler Room. You can see more Boiler Room episodes at www.mattwaldmanrsp.com or at the RSP Film Room on my YouTube channel. Thanks again.